the winner of the women's individual. But right now, let's chase a few winners of our own. Here's John Tapp out at Rosehill. Tappy, can you point us in the right direction, mate?
Well, Max, I'm going to point you direct south, as a matter of fact, to Flemington Racecourse in Melbourne, where one of Australia's most famous sprint races is about to be run. The Newmarket Handicap. It has a long and very colourful history, and it's over the straight 1,200 metres. Now, normally this race attracts a capacity field, generally more than 20 runners. This year, Ken, with a late scratching, I think there are only 13, the smallest field in recent years.
John, I didn't think we were going to get there with the aerobics, but geez, I think that bloke was good. I reckon Maxie Walker would look good doing that. Let's get back to the Newmarket. Number 1, Planet Ruler, is at 7 to 1. Shaftesbury Avenue been very well backed and about 4 to 1 on most totes. Redelver at 7 to 1. Grandiose at 8 to 1. Medicine Kid at 33. Alquaz 14. Joanne at 3 to 1. A bit shorter on the New South Wales tab. Not as good a price in New South Wales. Plush Embassy at 14. Rechabite 16. Century God 14. Storaya 16. Rare Chance 33. The Fount 100. And Premier Copper 14, getting out to 15 to 1. John, not a lot of quantity in the Newmarket, but certainly a bit of quality still there.
You can say that again, Ken, and there they are. That's about as far away from the Flemington winning post that you can possibly get in the Newmarket chute. And I walked over there one day some years ago. I walked right up to that paling fence at the back of the starting point just to have a look down that straight and try to envisage the thoughts that must go through the minds of the jockeys riding in these straight 1,200 metres races. And honestly, it's a spectacular sight. It looked to be a painfully long way down to the winning post, which was little more than a dot on the horizon. And it's a great spectacle. Invariably, when you have the big fields, 20, 22 runners, they split into 2 divisions. Half the field comes down the grandstand side and the other half head towards the inside running rail. Here, with only 14, I'd imagine they'll all head for the flat side of the track. OK, the runners are moving into the gates, or about to do that. Redelver is one of Australia's most popular sprinters. He is the oldest runner in the Newmarket field this year, a 7-year-old chestnut gelding, and he's also the biggest money earner and has already posted just over $1.5 million. A very big horse, a big chestnut with a fluent daisy-cutting action, and he carries bright yellow colours with a gold and brown quartered cap. So try and find Redelver if you possibly can. About 4 horses to move in, and we'll be going to John Russell very shortly for his call of the 1991 Newmarket Handicap. Now, the interesting runner from Sydney is the bonny mare Joanne, who's been very sparingly raced. 12 starts so far for 9 wins, 1 second and 1 third. A remarkable record, and she certainly stands a great chance of improving on that today. I think we're about set to go south now. And for his call of the big sprint, John Russell.
She's out in barrier 9. And we welcome viewers to Wide World of Sports, taking the Newmarket Handicap. We've got 1 to move in. Rechabite looks to be the one out. Soon have them ready to go. Field of 14. Rechabite moves in. So they're set for action. Waiting for the light, 1,200 metres. There it is. Set. Ready. They're off now. And Shaftesbury Avenue on the inside, one of the first to jump out with Redelver, and the Fount out quickly with Grandiose, followed closely by Century Guider. And Rechabite jumped away pretty quickly, and so also did Joanne, showing speed. Medicine Kid towards the outside with Plush Embassy and Rare Chance on settling down. And the Fount going very fast is one of the leaders here with Redelver. And they were being followed by Shaftesbury Avenue over on the inside, followed by Rechabite, and Joanne is up in that leading group, and she was being followed next by Rare Chance, and just in behind them is a Medicine Kid, followed closely over towards the outside, Plush Embassy, and a fair way back in the field, Premier Copper and Planet Ruler. Onto the course proper, they race now in the Fount, joined by Redelver in the leader. Close in behind them is Joanne, followed closely by Alquaz, is running a forward race, and Shaftesbury Avenue on the inside is looking for a runner. Rechabite behind them, Grandiose, Century Guide, Rare Chance behind them. Storaya's a long way out of his grounder. Planet Ruler's a long way back as they race down with 250 to go. Redelver's taken the leader. Joanne is coming after Redelver, and here's Shaftesbury Avenue on the inside, flying home. Shaftesbury Avenue on the inside has taken the lead with about 100 100 metres left to go. Redelva fighting back on the inside. Shaftesbury Avenue in front of Redelva in the final stages. Century God down the outside. Shaftesbury Avenue will win the Newmarket. Shaftesbury Avenue, a long neck Redelva. Century God has run third, followed by Planet Ruler, Premier Copper, Plush Embassy, Joanne, followed by the Fount, Grandiose, Storaya, Elquaz, and back behind them, Rare Chance, Medicine Kid, and last of all is Rechabite.
What an exciting Newmarket, and what a great horse he is. He's close to championship status, Shaftesbury Avenue. He got a dream run from his 1 alley, got up inside Redelva, looked to be going to go away here and win by about a half a length, but Redelva in the yellow just wouldn't give in. He kept fighting back. Shaftesbury Avenue narrowly in front, Redelva fighting back, and Century God flashing down the outside. But a great win to Shaftesbury Avenue, and a lucky late ride for Darren Gauci when Jim Cassidy had that fall at Caulfield last week. It's a photo, but there's no doubt that Shaftesbury Avenue has won the 1991 Newmarket from Redelva, with Century God in third place. That's all for the moment. We'll be back shortly with more action on the wide world of sports.
In race 5, the $500,000 Newmarket handicap over 1,200 metres. The correct numbers 2, 3 and 10. First, Shaftesbury Avenue paid $4.60 and $1.90. Second, number 3, Redelva, $2.50. And third, number 10, Century God, paid $4.